Well, hello there. We're here in Riverbend Springs, and it's now the month of November. I don't know, I always kind of considered November the beginning of winter, but here in the game, really December, January, February are your winter months. So I guess we're very late autumn. We got a few things to do around the farm, so let's just get started. I spent like, I don't know, an hour of real time just kind of cleaning up from the past episode. Loaded the lumber that was down at the sawmill onto the trailer here. We can look at maybe going and selling that tonight. And then just kind of putting everything away again. Let's see. We're going to grab the John Deere out of here. It's the beginning of the month, so let's go over by the greenhouse, see what we got over there. Take the produce to the farmer's kiosk at the road. I think that's what it's called. Put a garlic pallet on the trailer last night, so I don't think there'll be any new stuff. And we'll keep the greenhouse running until the end of November, and then we'll turn it off for the winter. Yeah, nothing new. So we'll just hook up to this trailer here. Go sell. What we've got, I think we got chili peppers, garlic, tomatoes, and strawberries. I like going around this way. Oh, we're going to have to get on the cattle too, aren't we? We should have newborns that we should put in the calf hut and swap out with the more mature cows that we have in there. They're not that mature, but they are more mature. So the grass doesn't look very good. I forgot to look at that grass field to see if it was ready to cut. But I don't know if we can cut the grass between the fields and get much yield out of it. It's turned brown. Alright, there we go. Straps off. 65.91. Yeah, there's a lot of things I do that I don't know, I guess is kind of a waste of time. When I was watering the cattle in the greenhouse last night, they weren't that far depleted, I guess you could say. And it didn't even take a half a water tank to deal with it. So I was thinking about it. I was like, oh shoot. If that's all there is to it, I could have waited another day and it wouldn't have mattered, and I would have only done it once. So it's less time I'm spending doing something. I don't know, I gotta think about it. Ooh, morning. What am I doing? I'm coming over here and gonna swap the pallet forks for bale spikes. Oh, I noticed one thing yesterday. The wheat field that we recently put in over there by the pond. We had to buy the field to get the area that the pond, corner of the pond where we do the crawfish production. It hasn't been fertilized. I don't know if I can still get on there without damaging the crops. We'll have to go over and take a look. I'm gonna go get a hay bale for the cow pen, and then we'll see if we can swap some cattle around. We'll put the newborn calves into the calf hut and take the juveniles out. Look at this grass here. Yeah, this I think we can cut and wrap for silage. I don't know about this brown stuff. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna see how much the calves will take. I fed them more last night, but the thing to do would be every time I put a new bale in the larger calf pen, I can just take the little bit that they'll take off of it. It really won't affect things. Although I do have that large bale that won't fit in here. Over there, I should probably use that first. But anyway, that was a proof of concept. See if this will work. Looks like it will. I guess I didn't need to turn it off, but I did. So over here's the... Oh, yeah. So yeah, I've got 3 0-month-old calves in here. So what I'm gonna do, okay, and these guys went down to $34.58, so they dropped by $42 a piece. But if I were to buy a new calf, it would cost me more than $42. All right, so back over here. If I get my herdsman stick, I'll come over here like this. I'm gonna get these two guys. I'm gonna move them to the trailer. Come over here, I'll get the newborn calves. Okay, I gotta go down to this. Here we go. I take these, put them in the trailer. I go back up to here, move these two to the husbandry. And then these three, it's silly, I know. How much money do I have? I have $300,000. I think I'm gonna go buy an actual trailer. And this is, yeah. Something I notice is that The calves that I had in here had lower health. All right. So there we go. That's cool. How's the water? They have water, they have food. It's okay. I think there's a little bit of manure in here, not too much. I think everything's fine. That is pretty cool. Alright. So let's see, we could cut this. I think the first thing I want to do is I want to go over and I want to take a look at the wheat field. And see if I can get away with fertilizing it. Swap back to the pallet forks. I'll take a bag with me just in case. And we'll hope it's not a mostly empty bag. I've done that before where I took the bag with me and didn't have a whole lot in it. What did I do here? There we go. I guess I could hop out and take a look at the field info for the bag and see what it tells me. 323, and this holds 300, so that'd be, it'll fill it once. That's good enough. Walter, I'm gonna head over to the wheat field. I hope I'm not too late. I'll dip my toe in the corner and see what crop destruction does. If it destroys it, I think the spread width of our sprayer is wider, so I might be better off if I spray it with fertilizer. driving back at the farm here, I'm always apprehensive driving up and down that road right there because the cross traffic is extremely dangerous. I think I can put the rest of this bag in this fertilizer spreader. And yeah, the fertilizing went well over at the wheat field. I was afraid it was going to be a problem, but no problem at all. Still in the early growth stages of the wheat, so that we were able to drive on it with no ill effects. So we do play with crop destruction on it. Try and play as realistic-ishly as we can. Let's see, weeds are on, stones are on, crop destruction's on, play with seasons on. Let's see, so what am I going to do here? I am going to I'm going to drop off the whole front loader attachment so that we can put the bale wrapper on. I think so. So let's go ahead and remove that. I know I'm getting ahead of myself. I haven't even cut the grass yet, but... Oh, we gotta bale it first, don't we? I'm getting ahead of myself. Get the baler out. I'm gonna put more net in if I can. Won't let me, will it? Nope. Okay, so the mowers are in here. I'm gonna open the doors on both sides, get some cross flow air through here. Today would be a good day. Oh, it doesn't look as bad today, but maybe get some maintenance done, equipment cleaned up before it gets too cold to be messing with water. This looks filthy. Ooh, gotta make sure I look. This big old fence is useful. I don't know if we have any fields really big enough to justify it. It certainly powers this mower set up well, which makes things a lot easier. It was a bargain used. I don't care what Walter thought about it. So let's see here. I think we're just gonna go rogue and do our own thing. Does make it harder later when you are baling it though. I think I'm gonna go down and cut the grass down below. I think I'm just gonna leave it like this for now. Probably not a good place. I need to park. Actually, why don't we pull up by here and give it a quick wash. Maybe even do a little maintenance. What's it showing? It's not looking bad, less than 10%, but might could. No, I don't want it to snap out of my hands. We'll just wash this side. It'll get it all clean. All right. Let's see here. $8. Wow, that's in really good shape. $1,000 for the fence, though. I must have worked on the mowers recently. Okay. So we got bale wrap in here. Net wrap. What does the film do that you can buy for the balers? I don't know. Let's just start it, drop it down. It's kind of weird looking without the front loader on it, which we have on it most of the time. I think we got enough hay to get us through till next spring. So the next cut in the spring we'll do will be for hay, and that's what we'll feed off of for most of the year. But yeah, we'll just do silage cuts here and hopefully sell it for good money at the end of the year. and the price goes up. So I think we should be done with the baling and the wrapping by lunch. We'll see how it goes. Like it when I can't drive straight. Missing little scraps here and there. We're about done. I think that's probably the last bale we'll get off. We'll just get the rest of the grass off the field here. I think there was one little clump that I missed over here, so we'll keep the pickup down. I think it was right. Oh, there's some right there. There it is. Okay, I think that's probably it. Go ahead and turn that off now. Oh, let's see. It's 11:45 almost. I think we'll just take a break for lunch. After lunch, maybe we'll go buy a livestock trailer, sell off those 337-month-old cows. I want to get them out so they don't eat anymore. Their price is not going to go up anymore. So right now they're just eating my food. I got $300,000, so I suppose I can buy a trailer, pay full price. I don't have any modded ones loaded. Be nice if I had the one by Mac Trucker 921 or whatever numbers follow it. You know who I'm talking about. But we just got the base game. I think base game will be fine for us here. So we'll just drop the baler off in here. And we'll get something to eat. It's been a productive morning. We fertilized the wheat field. We cut and baled grass. We'll wrap it this afternoon. Walter, lunch. All right, I'm finishing up lunch. It's not quite 1 o'clock yet, but you know, I'm not as good manipulating the time in FS25 as I am in FS22 because of the way you go in and out of the menus and a little bit of the time lag that it takes. So it's kind of harder to manipulate the time as precisely unless you're extremely careful, which I'm not. So we're going to head to the store. We're going to pick up an animal trailer. And actually, as I was doing some research, taking a look at what was available, I found out that I actually do have a modded one. loaded in the game, so I will probably go grab that. And I don't want to dilly-dally, because I think there might be a piece of used equipment at the shop that I am interested in, and I don't want it to get away from me. I don't know if I need it, but it's cheap. It could come in handy. I don't know if it's really necessary or not, but... Well, I suppose it's necessary. Oh, come on. What are you doing, you idiot? Jeez. I mean, it is a necessary piece of equipment. We've gotten by without it for quite a while, but yeah, maybe it's time to get one. I know I'm being cryptic. We'll see when we get there. Hopefully. Right, we're arriving over at Axel's tractor service. I'll park over here at the end. Axel's Tractor Center. Alright. So first we want to check on the used equipment, see what there is. So there it is. It's the El Scorpio. It's 66% off, and I think it's the only stone picker in the base game. So we're going to switch it to Michelin's. We can get away with that, right? I like Michelin's. Even though it's French, I think of it as American. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to buy that. It's not what we came here for, but it's not even $20,000. We can do that. And then the reason we're here is for animal transport. And I've got this Joskin Betamax. Do we want a spare wheel? Yes, we do. That looks good. And for 24,500, yeah. I think you have to get the spare tire. I mean, if you don't, it's probably foolish. So I don't know if Joskin's something you get in the States, but this modded one allows you to put a few more cows in, and you can also transport horses in this one, which makes sense. So we'll go ahead and we'll hook up to that. We'll go grab our cattle. And we'll get them sold. And then I don't know if I'm going to use the stone picker right away or not. I probably should use something other than the Challenger to tow with. And when I say that, you know, I mean the Fendt, because it's quicker. But I don't know. It's fine. Okay, arriving back at the farm here with our newly purchased animal trailer. Surprising that this enclosure doesn't have a gate on it. I wonder if he could put one in. I don't know. I think right in this vicinity. Let's see what happens when we open it up. There we go. You can take the cover off. We'll leave it on. And then we'll load it, I guess. Oh, we are apparently not in the trigger. There we are. Now we are. Okay, so I've got the 37-month-old cows by 3. And that's what we're going to take out of here. And then we've got 3, 2 at the front and 1 at the very back, I guess. We'll just pull forward so the doors don't hit on the fence. Kind of cool how the trailer lowers at the rear when you want to load it. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's go. Yeah, the cover matches the tractor nicely. So it's a good color scheme. Not exact, but nicely close. Actually, it might be exact. We'll take these 3 cows up to the sale barn and we'll get them sold. They're finished. Ready to be made into steak. Alright, pull into the animal dealer here. And I believe that this area right here is where we want to go to. Even though I've got my interactive zone markers turned off, it seems like the animal dealer always kind of remains, you know? They want me to back up a little bit. So I want to go down to that one. Look at that, $10,375 for our 3 Angus cows. Sell them. That is a good deal right there. Oh, while I'm here, how much does an Angus calf cost? So $300 each, and we lost, what was it, $42? Something like that. Let's call it 50 bucks. So really you're saving $250 if you allow them to reproduce. What is that? I don't know. Alright, well, we'll get back to the farm. We need to get on wrapping those grass bales to make silage. I think that's as good a place as any. To keep that. Okay, so where'd I park the fence? I thought I left it right here. Oh no. Going crazy. I originally was gonna park it there, and then I pulled up over here and did the maintenance on it. Ah, I'm going crazy. I was like, man, where did my fence go? I was thinking I had not gone out of the game, you know, like sometimes happens to me, like the mods don't show up. And it's like they're not selected. I don't know. So I usually quit without saving, go and re-enter, and it usually selects the correct mods again automatically. Okay, so this is what we want, right? I don't know how much more bale wrap we can load in. Something that's kind of cool, that mod that I loaded in the last game has like individual of these, the ones that I got the calf food over here. I'll show you. I guess maybe if you're new, you didn't see the last episode. Can't remember what the mod's called right now off the top of my head. It's like Liftable, Consumables or something like that. So we got calf feed here. I don't know if that counts as like total mixed ration or something. That we could put in the wheelbarrow, I wonder, and then go feed it to them. Anyway, you could get like individual boxes of these, so you could, I don't know if you can get away with like throwing it in the cab with you. But to go ahead and put it on there. So when they have like a film that you can load in the baler itself. I don't know what those will go in. Yeah. Alright. We need to do some maintenance on this. Probably when we get done today. And we passed up the opportunity to buy a different wrapper. Used a trail behind one. I kind of like this one. I know it takes maybe just a hair longer. But I don't know, it seems more fun to me to do it this way. Although I can't seem to drive straight. So since I said it was fun, I'm gonna wrap for a while. Alright, last one here. Is that the last of my wrap? Oh, that worked out perfect. Out good. I didn't have to go back and refill my wrap at all. And next time we use it, we can put two things of wrap on it and be ready to go. Drop the bale wrapper off there. Okay. We are doing good. Got the grass cut, baled, and wrapped. Cattle are sold. I think, let's go get the stone picker. And bring it back. And then we'll take this again. I need to do maintenance on this though. I do love the little calf igloo, calf hut, the little calves. I gotta keep an eye on the health of them. I don't know why the health of the other ones, I guess we could look in the pen and see what the health of the calves look like. So there are some stones in here. I don't know if it's worth driving around and trying to pick them. I mean, we could. Now that we have a stone picker. Oh, these small ones. I just don't know if the juice is worth the squeeze on this, though. It may not be. I don't want stones in the rice paddy, though. I feel bad because we rolled the field to put the small stones in. Now I'm going to drive all over it, mess it up. I suppose it doesn't really matter. I need someplace else to start storing lumber. We haven't sold that lumber that we had yet, have we? Oh man, there's going to be a bunch down here again. Because I have like 25,000 liters of tree in here. Well, now it's down to 17, so we processed 8,000 liters of wood roughly, and we've gotten what, 3 beams, 2 planks long and 2 planks. Oh, I don't need to get in that. What am I doing? We're going to get in the stone picker. Alright, wash it. Oh, careful. How many hours do we have on this? The John Deere seem to be like around 25. 117 on the challenge. Wow, why so much? Why so much? And then, oh wow. Let me run over to John Deere real quick. I just want to see how many hours it has on the Hobbs meter. Oh, 167.7. Okay. I was thinking, I looked at the cruise control. I thought that was a number of hours. So really, yeah, well, they won't get any worse. They're as bad as it gets for maintenance. Could replace them though. So I guess go try the stone picker out. I don't think we'll get hardly anything off that field, but I guess stone's there. I could collect up the silage bales, put them on the trailer. How many we get off of there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then what do we have from before? Like 8 or something? I don't know. Nice clean tractor. We'll drive it down here and get it all dirty again. How does the GPS want you to do? So they would do the headlands first. They want to do 3. We can just do the steering assist. Let's drive around, see how much we get off of here. Got nothing better to do. That's probably not entirely true. But let's humor me. I don't know, this seems to be silly. I'm going to get very little. It's probably not going to be worth the diesel I'm going to expend doing it. I could do it in a more targeted way and just drive around and pick up the bits that you see. Save me a lot of time. I don't know, I'm just going to do it just because I can. Should go cut trees. That would be a more useful way to spend my time. But actually, I gotta be careful here. Oh no! So I've got all the trees cleared off the ferry landing, I think. So I'm ready to get the bond back for that one and move up to the next area. So we'll plan on doing that in the next episode. Whoops, what happened? Kicked off. It does that sometimes. I don't know why. Engage it. There we go. Well, it'd be nice to have all the stones off of this field. Is it going to make that turn? It's already selected, so I think it will. Let's see. Yep. Interesting. Well, I'm going to just keep working on this. I don't know why. It's not really doing anything for me. It's something to do, I guess. We'll get a little bit of stones off of here. It'll be nice and good for when we convert this field into a rice paddy. Maybe we can try and do that in the next episode as well. I'm really hesitant to do it, but it'll be fine. I don't know how we did with time lapses for this episode. I think we probably did okay. But I don't think I've got anything more exciting to do today, so I'm just going to say thanks for hanging out with me here at Riverbend Springs. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. If you don't subscribe yet, why not? It don't cost nothing. See you next time.
PlayStation.
Passing on our bridge, moron. Got my turn signal on. He's probably going to try and pass me again, isn't he? Nope. Okay, good. I don't like these guys behind me. They always do stupid stuff. If I kind of crowd the center line, he shouldn't try and pass me. Oh, you moron. Alright, this needs quite a bit of work, so let's do that. Pull around